So if we talk about currently, India is the largest producer of generic medicines in the world and third largest when we talk about the overall pharma. India has a rich history when it comes to the health sector. Let's take the example of there is Shushruth, who is called the father of surgery. Then there is Charak, who was the father of Ayurveda. We have various others like Patanjali, among others. So, if we talk about historically and traditionally, our traditional medicines, like we take the example of Ayush, like we have also launched a ministry for that, for traditional medicines, which stands for Ayurveda, Yoga, Naturopathy, Unani, then there comes the homeopathy. So, if we talk about historically, also India was well equipped with all such knowledge. So, today we are going to talk about the contemporary healthcare sector in India. So, if we talk about currently, India is the largest producer of generic medicines in the world and third largest when we talk about the overall pharma, in the overall pharma industry. Now we will talk about the limitations, because it is very important to deal with the healthcare when first of all we look at the problems that are associated with it, and what are the initiatives that are taken by government, and what are the good factors in Indian healthcare sector. So if we divide the healthcare sector, it is basically, one is the traditional medicine, traditional healthcare sector, which includes the Ayush, and then the second is the contemporary, that is the modern healthcare system, like which like recently we seen that, which includes mostly the allopathy and allopathic medicines. So in which it can be further divided into primary, secondary and tertiary healthcare sectors. So when we talk about the infrastructure of India in health sector, so if we talk about the number of doctors to the ratio of doctors to the patient, it is 1 is to 1500, which and WHO standards is 1 is to 1000. So it is less, means we have to enhance the number of doctors. And as far as nurses to percent to per person, like per thousand people it is concerned, in India it is 1.7 nurses per thousand people, whereas WHO recommend that it should be 3 nurses per thousand people. So this is first thing. Second, if we talk about the infrastructure, in case of the equipments that are provided in the healthcare sector, so they are, most of the 80% of they are imported from outside. So again, it should be made in India, and the Atmanirbhar Bharat campaign of India of 2020. So yeah, this is one factor. And since we know that 80% of the medical healthcare is in the hands of public, private companies, so they are holding most of the hospitals in the country, and they are responsible for most of the healthcare. So they are providing with good quality equipments. However, in government we see that there is lack of good quality equipments, so we need to work more upon it. When you talk about the emergency responsiveness, we see that the cases, the load, that is, it is around 13 to 20% for governments, and 25 to 30% in the private sector. But we see that the number of beds, and there is definitely proper, we can see that according to recent Niti Aayog, we know that in most, around 90% of the hospitals have proper ambulance facility, but the facility that is required inside the ambulances, like proper equipment that is required inside the ambulances, that is lacking. Then there is also one issue that is called that the doctors who are specialized are very less in India. Less specialization in chronic diseases is seen. And also when we see that the number of doctors who have a valid degree, it is 57% of the allopathic doctors do not have the proper degree to hold to do the business of in the medical sector. And in rural area it is even worse. 2 out of 3 doctors do not have a proper degree. So that raises a question. But we know that there are various government initiatives that are taken, like there is Ayushman Bharat mission of 2018, in which there is PMJ mission, in which there will be, that is Jan Arogya mission, there will be providing of insurance of up to 5 lakh to people. So I believe that insurance cover is very important. because a lot of money gets consumed out of the pocket of the people, which leads them to poverty. So this is very important. Second is the health and wellness center are opened, which not only deals with the problems and the diseases and illness, but at the first step it tries to maintain a healthy lifestyle among people. And also we have seen that internationally the India is supporting and it is promoting the yoga and also the healthy lifestyle, and also the lifestyle for environment. So along with the healthy environment, if we are having the healthy lifestyle, then we are going to prevent the problems of diseases to a large extent. However, primary care is very important, which includes the maternal care and the natal care that is required. So that is very important. So we need to enhance our primary health care, which is enhanced by the wellness center that is opened under the Ayushman Bharat Yojana. And then there is also National Digital Health Mission, which has been launched in 2020. So digitalization of the medical sector is a very crucial step that is taken by the government. Other than that, there are immunization schemes like Indradhanush. There are 7 diseases like diphtheria, whooping cough, tetanus, polio. These diseases are prevented, and there are various schemes like prevention of eradication of TB by the year 2025. And then there is new in the budget also, there is eradication mission of the sickle cell anemia by the year 2047. Also there are various innovations. We have seen that there is a Da Vinci robot which has been introduced, like for AI used in surgery operations. So innovations are also being done, and India, as it is becoming a hub of research and development. So yeah, in research and development also we are doing good, and more FDI is being initiated in this sector. So I would like to say in conclusion is that first of all we need to understand, first of all what we need to do is to prevent any illnesses that can be preventable. So that could be by having a good lifestyle. Secondly, it is very important to have an emergency response preparedness. Then also there need to be preparedness for the pandemic, like we see recently. So for that the WHO has made the zero draft for pandemic treaty has been taken into account, and India has also recently joined the centralized laboratory network. So that is going to be getting this. That's why by this we are going to not only test our vaccines, but also we are going to collaborate in making vaccines and be prepared for any pandemic or epidemic in the future. And apart from this, it is very important for the chronic diseases to have a proper secondary and tertiary health care in the country, to ensure that the people of the country are healthy. Thus they can contribute economically also, and also a healthy in a healthy society and a sound society only we can imagine growth. Thank you.